Honorable Heavens Chairman Matunda.
Consider debate and approval of the removal of Honorable Amos Kimomi Nyaribo, the Governor of Nyamira County, from office by way of impeachment on the following grounds. 1. Gross violation of the Constitution of Kenya and other laws. 2. Abuse of office and gross misconduct.
There is an urgent need for improved mental health services in the country owing to high rates of depression and anxiety. As the globe commemorates World Suicide Prevention Day, the Ministry of Health has unveiled the first ever clinical guideline for mental health that is set to bridge the treatment gap currently standing at 75%.
It is estimated that people with mental illness die 10 to 20 years early. This, coupled with a funding gap around mental health awareness in the country, is leading to even more burdens in accessing healthcare.
Mental disorders have remained among the top 10 causes of disease burden worldwide, with no evidence of global reduction since 1990. In Kenya, evidence shows a staggering 42% of individuals seeking care in primary healthcare facilities have symptoms of severe depression, with an estimated national prevalence of common mental disorders such as depression and anxiety at about 10.3%.
And as the globe celebrates the World Suicide Prevention Day, the Ministry of Health has launched the National Clinical Guidelines and an e-learning platform to close the treatment gap, currently at 75% to healthcare providers, aimed at improving literacy among workers and access to mental health care services at the first point of care.
There are several counties in the country without a single mental health worker. The gap of health workforce is going to be addressed by capacity building of the current health workers that we have, especially at the front line, the primary health workers, to have knowledge. It may not be so much, but enough knowledge to recognize a mental health disorder. To be able to know that this patient needs a referral to a competent person for diagnosis and treatment. This is really important for us, and it has a multiplier effect because we will be able to diagnose our patients early and access them care early.
With a petition presented before Parliament to decriminalize suicide by repealing Section 226, arguing that the legal framework is incompatible with constitutional rights to health and dignity, a need for continued home care has been touted as a pivotal to reducing stigma associated with mental health.
We get a patient, we treat a patient so well, and literally recovers from the perspective of the public. When he goes back home in the counties, he relapses because there is one important ingredient we miss: continuity of care. So with this training, we are going to have improved continuity of care, which is going to come out of implementing these guidelines. With improved access, we are going to have a significant impact in reducing the stigma that is bedeviling the mental health disorders.
Mental health is and remains listed as a top 10 disease burden worldwide. In Kenya, at least 42% of individuals seek treatment. Bentura Kwamboka, K24, Nairobi.
The county government of Kericho has adopted the use of drones to deliver essential drugs, vaccines, blood and other critical medical supplies to remote hospitals and in emergency situations. The innovative initiative aims to enhance healthcare service delivery and save lives by providing timely medical support to areas with limited accessibility. According to Kericho Governor Dr. Eric Mutai, the drones will not only save the lives of patients in need of urgent medical supplies, but will also reduce transportation costs for the county's healthcare system. During the launch event, a consignment of drugs, vaccines and blood was successfully delivered to the hospital within 20 minutes from the drone launch pad several kilometers away.
To ensure
that we actually save lives and protect our people in what can be protected. This program today will see to the fact that when we have a patient maybe suffering from diabetes, when we have snake bites, which is quite common in this region of Soin-Sigawet, we will be able to deliver medicine in real time to those families.
Currently, Zipline and Kenya Airports Authority has mapped 35 facilities as the first batch that we are beginning with as a county. However, all our facilities have been mapped. The approval is at 35, and we look forward to further approvals in the next coming months. The reason we chose Soin-Sigawet as our launch is because this county is notorious for having patients that have snake bites. This is a region that is also quite far from the Kericho County referral, and we are here in the sub-county hospital at Soin-Sigawet, ensuring that this is a drop point for very emergency drugs like the snake venom.
What we hope to do is to show a reflection of our commitment, excellence, and effectiveness to be able to deliver commodities to patients that are in need in real time. Zipline should be able to fly from our distribution center and get here in a record of 23 minutes. The farthest facility, that is around 120 kilometers, should be reached within 45 minutes. And that's
Kenyan women are facing a form of online blackmail called sextortion, in which perpetrators threaten to share sexual images or videos of them with others unless they pay or meet others' demands. We talked to some of the victims about their ordeals, and here is their story.
Discovering that the person she could trust had betrayed her by sharing her intimate photos online was devastating for Jamila, not her real name. Her former partner had amassed enough explicit images of her to destroy her reputation. Private images secretly taken during a video call.
Kila siku ananipigia simu akiniitisha hela, alikuwa kitaka 50,000 ambapo
he kept pestering me every day to part with $300. I was financially down and couldn't raise that amount. At this point, I didn't have a choice but to comply. I requested that he meet with me, and I handed him $200, which I had borrowed from friends. Still, he was not satisfied.
Despite Jamila's attempt to appease her former partner, she says he still posted the pictures on Telegram, a popular messaging app. Mariana also chose not to provide her real name. She says she refused to give in to threats by her former partner to release nude photos of her unless Mariana allowed him to sexually abuse her underage niece, who lived in the same house.
I told him
that was not going to be possible. This was like my own daughter. He told me, if you do not heed my call, I have all your intimate pictures. I will post you and let everyone know that you sell your body. This disturbed me so much that I was hospitalized with high blood pressure.
Eventually, like Jamila, Mariana found pictures of herself circulating across multiple Telegram chat groups. Telegram's terms of service asks users to agree not to post illegal pornographic content on publicly viewable Telegram channels and bots. But still, users put the platform's content moderation systems to the test.
If I had a chance to meet the owners of these platforms, I would tell them immediately that the pictures get on their platform and that it is good for them to just do away with them.
We reached out to Telegram via its support page for comment, but our request went unanswered. Oscar Okwero, a cyber and data security analyst in Nairobi, encounters such cases almost daily.
It is important that these users know the risk that they expose themselves to. One, creating this sort of information, these images, taking these pictures and keeping them on your phone is a big risk, because at some point there's always the risk that your social media account or your phone can be compromised. And woe unto you if that happens. And I would compare it to, say, keeping a jerrycan of petrol in a house where you have children. The risk is too high.
There is no official data on the number of online sextortion schemes in Kenya today. Last year, Kenya adopted a national cybersecurity strategy to tackle emerging threats in the cyber domain. Meanwhile, Jamila delivered this warning.
Kile ambacho ningewaambia
What I would tell young girls is don't be quick to share your intimate pictures. You need to be very careful with whoever you are communicating with online.
As for these women, it will take time to rebuild their lives after their ordeals.
Well, let's now have a look at some business news. In a move aimed to address cyber attacks in SACCOs, NCBA has hosted its SACCO banking division clients in a forum aimed at guiding them to strengthen their defenses against the escalating wave of cyber attacks. Now, the group's suite of innovative SACCO banking solutions includes virtual accounts for diaspora remittances, check-off automation, open banking, and automated direct debits. The solutions are designed to enhance operational efficiency, strengthen cyber defenses, and improve service delivery for SACCOs.
The message they were crafting said, when something like this, your password, it's like your underwear. Keep it secret, don't share it in public, and change it often. So it is difficult, however, to talk about the Kenyan financial system without mentioning SACCOs, given the significant role they play in Kenya economy. Kenya's cooperative movement is ranked first in Africa and 7th in the world, making it a very strong player and very key to Kenya's economy.
As we navigate the complexity of the digital age, let us work together to create a SACCO banking environment that is secure, trustworthy, and capable of protecting the financial well-being of millions of Kenyans. Let us also leverage the opportunities for partnership between the public and private sectors to safeguard the future of SACCOs and ensure they continue to thrive in a rapidly evolving landscape. I want to reaffirm the critical role that both the government and the private sector play supporting SACCO.
MTIBA is transforming the health insurance landscape with its cutting-edge platform, which empowers insurance companies through real-time data analytics and digital connectivity. By digitizing and automating the entire health insurance journey, MTIBA seamlessly connects members, insurers, and healthcare providers, driving efficiency and transparency across the board. According to MTIBA Managing Director Peter Prickatz, the platform offers real-time insights that enable insurers to significantly reduce costs, detect unusual behaviors, and manage risks more effectively.
If we work together with insurance companies and we fully unlock the potential of our technology, profitability can be greatly improved. So the healthcare cost and the administration cost combined can reduce by 15 to 20%, which for insurance companies is really, and for any business to be fair, really a big impact because it can help them make better products, cheaper products, and also new types of products which previously were not possible. Data protection is for us the paramount principle because we're in the business of dealing with personal medical data, which is very careful consideration. So trust is for us ultimately important. So that means that we've built our platform in such a way that this privacy of both individuals as well as companies is safeguarded from the onset. We store anonymized data and we only show data to people who need to know. I think we're at the onset of a revolution, I think, in a transformation of health insurance and health delivery in general. By the use of technology. So detailed, granular, safe data is not only the key to insights and ability to manage insurance products profitably, but it's also really required to be ready for the future.
Follow the champions on the home of football. Watch the latest Man City content exclusively. Full match replays, extended highlights, coaches' interviews.
The target is not to win the Premier League, it's just, okay, next